Today we have two women before the court, both sharing the last name Campbell. After clarification, the court identifies the parties as Kelly Campbell and her cousin Rachel, also referred to as Rao. With the parties properly identified, we proceed. Kelly Campbell brings this matter forward, asserting that her cousin Rachel has failed to uphold her responsibilities as a parent to her 6-year-old son Caleb. According to Ms. Campbell, the mother suddenly wants to re-enter the child's life after a pattern of irresponsible, childish behavior. She claims that the child is living in poor conditions that are unsafe and unsuitable, including a home with no air conditioning and temperatures reaching approximately 105 degrees, with only a box fan circulating hot air and a cracked window. She further states the child is fed noodles and unrefrigerated Capri Suns, is significantly behind educationally, only knowing how to and that she, Kelly, has had to step into the role of provider to ensure the child's well-being. For these reasons, she seeks full custody of Caleb and requests that Rachel pay child support. The court instructs Ms. Campbell to limit her statements to facts rather than insults. The court then turns to hear from Rachel, who immediately attempts to defend her behavior. She recounts that she went on what she describes as a little date, stating she spent the block, went to Perry's Steakhouse, and left the child at home with noodles, Capri Suns, a cracked window, and a fan running. She insists it was only for 2 hours. However, Ms. Campbell contests this, suggesting that 2 hours became 4 bonus hours. Rochelle further explains that she was attempting to secure a new man, hoping he might become a stepfather, and that she intended to bring home a pork chop special for the child. She presents this as justification for leaving her 6-year-old in a hot home with minimal supervision and minimal resources. The court questions her judgment sharply, asking whether she would appreciate being left in heat with nothing but a Capri Sun and a cracked window. Rachel attempts to minimize the situation, insisting the child was good and describing the outing as an attempt to improve their future. The court finds her explanations alarming and inconsistent with responsible childcare. Matters are further complicated as Kelly alleges that Rachel only returns at the end of each year to use the child's social security number to file taxes, and that Rachel frequently claims multiple dependents despite having only one child. Rachel asserts that she earns approximately $65,000 annually working in insurance, and the court begins assessing financial responsibility. Kelly confirms she has had the child for approximately 1 year and a half, following a welfare check that initiated her caregiving role. She states she has received no financial support from Rochelle during this period. Rochelle counters that she wants her child back, but claims Kelly has been dragging her through the mud, although she provides no explanation for the extended absence of involvement over the past 18 months. The court observes that the facts reveal a consistent pattern. Kelly has provided sole care, housing, and daily necessities for Caleb for a substantial period without payment from the biological mother. Meanwhile, Rochelle has been prioritizing her own lifestyle, including social outings, dating, and personal endeavors, none of which contribute to the child's well-being. The court concludes that Rochelle's behavior demonstrates instability, irresponsibility, and a lack of consistent parental commitment, while Kelly has demonstrated reliability and a willingness to act in the child's best interests. Based on Rochelle's admitted income of $65,000 per year, the court calculates her net monthly income and applies the statutory child support guidelines. The court determines that Rachel will be responsible for child support in the amount of $1,043 per month. This obligation is appropriate given her income and necessary to compensate Kelly for providing for the child's needs. The court further admonishes Rachel that if she truly wanted her child back, she should have demonstrated responsible behavior long before this hearing. Leaving a 6-year-old child in extreme heat with inadequate supervision, food, or safety measures is unacceptable under any circumstance. Pursuing men in pork chop dinners is not an excuse for neglect. The court's ruling is final. Kelly will remain the child's primary caregiver, and Rochelle will pay $1,043 monthly in support. The court emphasizes that the priority is the child's safety and stability, neither of which Rochelle has provided. The matter is concluded. The parties are dismissed.